So, I've been off of Twitch for a bit, but it seems like this one situation that happened on Twitch has exploded beyond belief to the point where Moist Critical has stepped in and made a video with like a million views talking about this guy who fucking shit on this girl who was a viewer of his because she was missing for a bit, and he asked her where the fuck she's been, and she answered honestly and said that her mom had passed away, and he proceeded to just go off on her. I have never ever seen some shit like this. The sheer audacity to embarrass somebody who's been a member of your community. Who does that, bro? We're gonna watch it and we're gonna talk about it. Alright, we've got the clip. Let's go.
In Spanish, and it's chef's kiss. Alright. Curvy, where the fuck have you been? Oh my god, well tell you what, Miss Dirty Curvy, you know what we're not gonna do? We're not gonna talk about it in my chat. Cause it's Friday, and that is a whole big bucket of bummer.
But you asked her, son. You asked her. I get the whole no trauma dumping. We don't do that here. Okay, this isn't how you go about it. This isn't how you go about someone saying something as heavy as that in your chat. You say, hey, I'm really sorry to hear about that. I'm sorry that you're going through a tough time. I'm happy to see you in my chat. I hope you're doing better. You know, something like that. Something to move along the conversation, but you don't have to be a dick like this. What the fuck?
And I'm sorry for your loss, but we're not doing that in my fucking chat. Thank you. Well, okay, Miss Dirty Curvy, you said no, that's fine. You asked, so I told. No, I didn't ask you to tell me the biggest fucking bummer news in the world. I said, hey, what's up? How are you?
No, that's not what you said. You did not say, what's up? How are you? You asked her where she had been. So, yes, while she probably didn't mean to do that and bring the fucking morale down on your stream, but you did not just ask her what was going on. You asked more than that. And you know, that's fine. Just don't be an asshole to your community who is here with you, participating, even when they're going through something as terrible as losing their mom. Kinda, who does this?
You know what? Let me give you a little bit of a lesson, Miss Nerdy Kirby. When something really, really bad is going on in your life, and in a public forum, someone asks you, hey, what's up? How are you? There are two acceptable responses. Good, and you know what? I'll make it through.
Okay, so there's only two responses that you want to hear, and they're both, like, not true? Like, they're not real? Don't you want your community to be able to feel safe enough to let you know what's going on? He's just so condescending about it. Like, oh, here's a lesson. Let me give you a lesson while you're going through pain. Let me just criticize you and hurt you some more. I swear, streaming has made people so lacking in empathy. Like, what the fuck?
What? I'll make it through. That's it. How are you? Good? Or, you know what? I'll make it through. Awesome. Love to hear it. See, there you go. Or Prom's response. Yeah, I said, Prom, how are you doing? She says, I'm alive. There you go.
Okay, that's great. I'm alive works for a lot of people, and it still covers up whatever it is that they're feeling. I understand you may not be a mental health stream or a safe place for these emotions that people have, but this is not the way to go about that. Just saying.
Oh, I asked you where you were. Look, Mr. Kirby, I'm just subtly trying to tell you that unloading really heavy news in people's chats on Twitch is not like good etiquette. It's not the place.
See, I understand this point. There are a lot of Twitch etiquette things that we just blindly follow and we don't ask questions of it. But when it comes to being a decent human being, sometimes people slip up. Sometimes they're having a really bad day. And maybe she didn't mean to trauma dump on your stream, but she just wanted to be honest. She just said, this is where I've been. I'm sorry I've been gone for as long that it was noticeable and you had to ask me where I was. But you asked. I'm sorry you didn't like the response, but Jesus Christ.
To do it. That's all I'm trying to tell you. That's it. I figured this is a good opportunity to inform you. Heavy news like that, when someone asks, hey, where have you been? You don't need to tell them, well, my dog died, my husband left me for a younger woman, my house burnt down, and my car got...
Okay. I get it, bro. You don't like people being negative in your chat, and that's fine. I understand. But you don't have to do it like this. She literally said, like, 2 things. And this is how many minutes long? You're just berating her for 2 minutes because you didn't like what she said? Could have sent her a whisper to let her know, like, hey, that wasn't appropriate. Or, you know, do something privately. I hate this whole let's rake somebody, like, let's drag somebody over the rakes or whatever the saying is. Like, why do we do this to each other? Why? I don't get it.
Got stolen, so I've been a little bit busy. That's why I haven't been around. Because it's like, oh, God, like, like, you know, like, if someone asks, like, hey, what's up? Where have you been? And it's heavy, just be like, I had a bunch of shit going on, so I've been lying low for a little while. Got it.
See, if you would have just said that little part, it probably would have been received way better. Because you're just being an ass. Like, wow. Like, all of these comments here, I understand the sentiment. They're trying to say, yeah, even when I'm having a shitty day, I just let you know, same shit, different day. Or, I'm alive. That's great that works for you, but emotions slip out of people sometimes. You can't expect these things to not happen. We have terrible things happening to people every single day. You have to be better at managing this. And not in this way.
That's it. I'm not trying to rip you a new ass.
Oh, but you did. Okay, I'm not trying to rip you a new asshole while I'm ripping you a new asshole. Like, what? So, full context, the girl, Miss Nerdy Curvy, that is her Twitch username and on Twitter. And basically, she put out a little twit longer explaining that, yes, she knows she was wrong in saying that, but there's some more. So she said, it wasn't my intention to continue to talk about it, but they simply asked a question, and I answered, feeling comfortable / safe telling so to a streamer / community I've been a part of for years. And then, well, in the video, you can see the response I get. That was the first chat I have ever mentioned my mom had passed away in. I don't go around and just say that in everyone's chat, nor do I go around talking about it. They asked me where I was, and I answered. As a streamer, I can highly understand how uncomfortable it is when someone trauma dumps or drops heavy news like that, and it wasn't my intention. I feel bad for her, because we all have, or have had, moments in other people's chats where shit like this has come up, and you either say that you're not okay, or you just cover it up. And in this moment, she said what was happening. And this is what she got back from a community that she's been a part of for over a year. That's hurtful. I would never treat somebody like that. Of course, I don't want to hear the worst thing that's happened to you, but I can at least show some empathy. Sorry, my lip got stuck to my tooth. Okay. And apparently it's only gotten worse because he posted an apology and then he said this after. So yeah.
I know you know about what's happening lately, you know, on Twitter and stuff, and I just want to thank you for bringing some people to the channel, and hopefully, like, if you could, and this is part of the prayer, just make them not be a bunch of whining pussies. Like, if at all possible. I know you can't control the internet and people have free will, so they're gonna do what they want, but like, if there's something you could do to make sure that, like, just a bunch of whining, sniveling, obnoxious, annoying little bitches don't come to the channel, that would be really fucking cool. But if they do, that's okay. That's
little
fine.
bitches.
I can handle it. I'm just, you know, asking the big guy for some help.
Can you handle it, though?
You know about what's happening lately.
Can you handle it? Because it doesn't seem like you're handling it very well. Like, you apologized. This is what you said. You said, in response to Nerdy Curvy / my reaction to the news she shared in chat while I was live, my apologies to her. That was a cunty reaction. I shouldn't have been such a douche. I was just annoyed from the repeated trauma dumping that had been happening that week. My mistake. But you want people that aren't pussies, that aren't little bitches. That's who you want to come from this attention, right? Oh, God. So you didn't really mean that apology, huh? You didn't mean it. That's good to know. And, you know, I just hope in the future, if you don't really want to know the answer to something, don't ask the question. You don't know what the answer could be. It could be a lot of things. It could be something negative. It could be something positive. If you're not ready to receive somebody's positive light in their life and you suddenly become jealous or something, that's another side of this. Because some people don't like hearing positive news being shared in their chat either. So it's like, what do you want? What exactly do you want? You don't want a community. You don't want a community, do you? You just want people to watch your shit. And that's fine. Just be a little more honest about it, because this is what your rules are. This is what your rules are in your chat. Be positive, be welcoming, be considerate, and least of all, be good looking. So, I don't know, you figure it out. Figure out what it is that you want. Stop being a douche to people. That's all I got. Have a great day, y'all.